من الشيطان الرجيم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the second sitting of my dars or Bayan al-Quran with Surah An-Nur, Alhamdulillah, we have a better arrangement today. Last night there was no electricity and we had to content with whatever available light was available, like candles, other lamps. And I hope you will understand the first lecture kind of a bit dark. However, we keep on doing our work. We started our lectures at a place which was almost sea level. Now we are almost at 9,000 feet. And last night we were giving lecture. We had a very severe hailstorm and very cold. But we keep on doing our work. We are here in our Zawiya, which is the mountain of the Himalayas, surrounded by very thick woods and wildlife. Allah be thankful and we thank for His favors, giving us very exclusive and skilled place to do His zikr and to commemorate Him and to do His irada by cutting off from everything. We had, before this lecture ended, there were Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes that whatever He has created, He has created from water. And there are beings which crawl on their stomach, or walk on 2 feet, or walk on 4. And here Allah says, يَخْلُقُ اللَّهُ مَا يَشَاءُ. Allah creates whatever He likes. إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Meaning thereby that Allah's process of creation is going on. He can create many new animals if He wants. What He likes. There is no end. What about you? Whatever you know about the animals, that's not all. He may keep on creating. All this in Surah An-Nur Allah has explained with similes, with parables, with irrefutable evidences. Those things, even those secrets before us, about His Aluhiyah, about His Ma'arifah, knowledge about Himself, about the knowledge of the creation, the purpose of life, and the way, and the ultimate destination goal, which materialists do not know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا آيَاتٍ مُبَيَّنَاتٍ. Indeed, we have sent down and fully explained ayatim mubayyinat, explained our signs, our evidences, our proofs, fully explained them. So that people should know which is the right direction. Why Allah explained? So the right is distinguished from the wrong. And despite of that, if people reject the right path, then Allah says, وَاللَّهُ يَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ إِلَىٰ صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. And then Allah gives guidance and helps people to walk or tread and follow the Siratim Mustaqim, the straight path whom He desires. Not that Allah people, but one, the purpose is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining right from wrong, truth from falsehood, sin from virtue, everything He's explaining with giving irrefutable evidences, similes. And despite of all that, if a person is prepared to reject all that, then Allah says, then that such person Allah does not guide such people. And وَيَقُولُونَ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِرَسُولِهِ وَتَعَانَا ثُمَّ يَتَوَلَّى فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُم مِّن بَعْدِ ذَلِكَ وَمَا أُولَٰئِكَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ. This has been repeated in Surah Al-Baqarah. You had received that. Those people say, those kafirs, many kafirs say, that we believe, Amanna billahi, we believe in Allah and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and وَأَطْعَانَا, and we obey. ثُمَّ يَتَوَلَّى فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُم مِّن بَعْدِ ذَلِكَ. Still, one freak, one jamaat, one party from them turns back. Why? وَمَا أُولَٰئِكَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Because these people are not mu'minin. These are who are they? The munafiqun. Allah explained in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَإِذَا دُعُوا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ لِيَحْكُمَ بَيْنَهُمْ إِذَا فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُمْ مُعْرِضُونَ. And when they are called, the word is ud'u ila Allah, when they are called towards Allah and the Messenger, so that the disputed issues be decided, still one freak amongst them turns back. This is state of affairs at that time, The Jews would raise objection and about Holy Quran or about Rasulullah, then they called, come, discuss it. We will give you the answer. But then one of the group amongst them will turn back. وَإِن يَكُنْ لَهُمْ الْحَقُّ جَاءُوا إِلَيْهِ مُذْعِنِينَ. But if they find that by accepting dawah, to go to Rasulullah, they will gain something, then they come. When they are called to come, let's, this issue be settled. And if they know, this is, I'm giving you explanation. If those people knew that they are going to lose that case, they wouldn't come. If they knew that only Rasulullah would tell them, in Torah, the punishment is death. Or in Torah, the punishment is this. Then they won't come. But if there is some dispute, when they are called, even the munafiqun, who are apparently Muslim but they were inwardly they were Yahudi, if they find that this case is going to be decided in their favor, then they would come. أَفِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ أَمْ ارْتَابُوا أَمْ يَخَافُونَ أَن يَحِيفَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ وَرَسُولُهُ بَلْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, they are suffering from, deception, or they're afraid. They're afraid, or they have misunderstanding. Amir Tabu, that Allah's judgment, Allah and Holy Messenger judgment will not be just for them. This was their inner fear. And, Allah said, no, it's not like Bal Ulaika Humul. Indeed, these are the people who are transgressors. Because they're criminals within their heart. إنما كان قول المؤمنين إذا دعوا إلى الله ورسوله ليحكم بينهم أن يقولوا سمعنا وأطعنا. Then Allah compares the situation when mu'mineen are called, right? When mu'mineen are called to come and decide their issues, settle their disputes, then what they say? They say, we hear and obey. Sami'ana wa at'ana. Allah says, وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. These are people who shall find success. وَمَنْ يُطِعُ اللَّهَ. You can say وَمَنْ, or there's وَمَنْ يُطِعُ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ وَيَخْشَى اللَّهَ وَيَتَّقِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَائِزُونَ. Whosoever will obey Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he fears Allah and ward off all doubtful things and keep away from the sin. Indeed, such people, humul faizun. Remember, faizun, faiza, fauzi, faiz. These are the names which we give to our children. So, faizun, Jama. Those are the people who achieve success. Who are those people? When they are called, they say, Sami'na, we hear and obey. When they are called by Allah and the Messenger, or they are called by the Amirs, or those in authority, they say, Sami'na wa ta'ana. We hear and obey. And these are people who are virtuous and who shall find success. So these people, the munafiqun, you know, they are inwardly, they had assured Rasulullah that if there's a war, they will join him. And then Allah will say about them, again, وَأَقْسَمُوا بِاللَّهِ جَحْدَ إِيمَانِهِمْ لَإِنْ أَمْرَتَهُمْ لَيَخْرُجُنَّ قُلْ لَا قِسِّمُوا طَاعَةٌ مَعْرُوفَةٌ and they swear by Allah, أَقْسَمُوا بِاللَّهِ qasam, right? They swear by Allah. Jahada imanihim, assuring, you know, supporting their claim with Allah, swearing by Allah, saying that if Allah says, Allah tells Rasulullah, He tells you that if you order them, they will leave everything and follow you. Qul, Ya Rasulullah, tell them, Uqsimu ta'atum marufa. Don't swear by Allah. Just follow, hear and obey like other people. Don't bring. So what we understand? Those people who swear by Allah a lot, understand? They are, if in fact, they are liars. Or munafiq. What does sign munafiq is? He swears by Allah. The false swearing. Inna Allah khabir bima ta'amalun. Indeed, Allah says, He knows very well. Khabir, khabar, news, khabir. He who knows bima, what ta'amalun. You do. O munafiqun, if you think by giving false, impression and swearing by Allah, you can cheat. Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah says, He knows. All the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking for Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see? قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell them, you must obey Allah. قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ. Very simple. I hope you understand the meaning. فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا. فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا. And if, despite of that, if you turn away, فَإِنَّمَا عَلَيْهِ مَا حُمِلَ وَعَلَيْكُمْ مَا حُمِلْ. Then the responsibility, the burden lies on the person, who carries the responsibility, and Rasulullah, the responsibility is what he's been given to do. It is very simple, that whatever they are after turning away, they shall be responsible for the deed, and Rasulullah Akram shall not be responsible for their turning away. You are all responsible for what responsibility Allah has given to Rasulullah. Allah telling him, وَإِن تُطِيعُوهُ تَهْتَدُوا. وَإِن تُطِيعُوهُ. And if you obey him, Allah tells those munafiqeen and the kuffar all together, if you obey Holy Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, تَهْتَدُوا, you shall be guided. وَمَا عَلَى الرَّسُولِ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. وَمَا عَلَى الرَّسُولِ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. And upon Messenger, upon Rasul, there is no responsibility save to see that it reaches people, the message reaches people. Understand? This is a responsibility. Beyond that, if people rebel, they are responsible for their deeds. And the messenger shall not be responsible. You understand how Allah is exposing the munafiqun and their way of talking, and how Holy Prophet ﷺ is not responsible for them. وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَامِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَيَسْتَخْلِفَنَّهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كَمَا اسْتَخْلَفَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ وَلَيُمَكِّنَنَّ لَهُمْ دِينَهُمُ الَّذِي ارْتَضَىٰ لَهُمْ وَلِيَبْدِلُنَّهُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ خَوْفِهِمْ أَمَنًا. Just one ayah, please. One ayah. You will have to hold a seminar on this. Each one that will receive a topic to speak on this, selecting from this. One ayah only. That is, يَعْبُدُونَنِي لَا يُشْرِكُونَ بِي شَيْئًا وَمَنْ كَفَرَ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. Ayah number 55. Ayah number 55. It's a promise being given to people at that time, and promise is being given to us. Now, it is valid. It is an open invitation, a dawah. وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَامِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Allah has bound himself. Allah does not bind himself. But here says, Allah bound himself with a promise. What is the promise? That those amongst you who believe, who are mu'mineen, وَعَمِلُوا صَالِحَاتِ and who did salih amal. What is this virtuous deed? Well, I don't know. A pious deed. They were both pious, but all he did, we will not know that. And did salih amal. Deed, such deeds were done for sake of Allah. Understand? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them kingdom. Will give them kingdom the way He gave the kingdom to people before them. The word is kama, which is kamas takhlafa alladhina min qablihim. Min qablihim, before them. The way He gave Hakumma, the country, the government, before them. You know very well. Dawud alayhi salam, Sulaiman alayhi salam, right? They ruled. And many more kings of Bani Israel ruled. Allah telling Mu'mineen who were so weak, that they will inherit. Allah has promised. Allah has promised. Allah has bound Himself with a promise. وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَامِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. You must bind yourself, become Mu'min and Mu'minat. Even if you are 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, even kafir are 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, if you become Mu'min and Mu'minat, Allah will give you government. Allah will give you, make you the inheritor of His kingdom. Believe in this. Believe in this. Bind yourself in this promise. Allah has bound Himself with wa'da, promise. Wa'da means promise. And you must submit yourself to it. And then not only that, and He will give firmness. He will give firmness to their deen. And whatever He had preferred, liked for them. Deenahum allazir tada. Whatever Allah liked for them. And He will give them in return for the fear. The Mu'mineen at that time had kuffar oppression. In return for fear, He will give them amana. Aman. Aman is peace. Yabadu, and they will do my ibadah. They will do my ibadah. And they shall not bring any partner to me. Allah is explaining before anything. This is ghaib, the news of ghaib. That they will do my ibadah, those mu'mineen. Allah actually telling Rasulullah, your companions, He will give them. He will give them rule, kingdom, and they will do His ibadah, and they will not bring any partner unto Him. And of course, all those who accept it. What do you mean? Those are la yushrikuna bi shay'a. What do you understand? You meaning thereby you only if you do make salat to Allah, and after that you mean you don't bring partner into Allah, you don't bring shirk into Allah. Anybody you fear other than Him, that is your God. Anybody you mentally or otherwise, psychologically you bow down or submit yourself for gaining some favor, or compromise your iman for gaining some favor, or flatter somebody other than Allah does not need flattery. But anybody you forsake the Islamic fundamental principle in order to gain favor, that person you are Rabb. And you have committed shirk. Fear none, and don't care about anybody. What do you mean by if somebody threatens you with death? Death is no word. It's a mouth. Mouth is for us like this glass, like this cup of union. A bridge which brings friend from other side to meet the friend on the other side. Mouth is a message of union for the lover to meet his beloved, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how can kafirs can threaten us that they will eliminate us, they will kill us, they will destroy us? How can they do this? They are doing it for the last 2,000 years. In return, they have become most debased, the most wretched creatures on the world, without home, without any country. Don't worry about these things. They are bound to be destroyed with their own globalism. Allah gives this promise and then say, وَمَنْ كَفَرَ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. And whosoever do not believe, despite this promise being given, and the person is a Muslim, and he does not believe in this, then the person is a fasiq, deviate. You must become salih by establishing salat, وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. You have noticed this thing? Very clear. We know how to be salih or salihah. Establish salat in congregation for ladies, not compulsory, but on time, wearing proper dress, turning your inner face, your qalb, your heart towards Allah as well, and give zakah, and follow sunnah of Rasulullah so that Allah may have mercy upon you. لا تحسبن الذين كفروا معجزين في الأرض. O mu'mineen of that time, O mu'mineen, mu'minat of this time, O Muslimin and Muslimat of this time of the year 2000 and onward. This is a message. Don't you think these kafirs, the disbelievers, the Jews, the Hindus, the Christians, the Satanists, they will tire you. They will fatigue you. They will exhaust you. They will make you surrender. They will make you to leave your conviction and being by doing all these things in the world. Fil ard. Their abode is fire. وَلَبِئْسَ الْمُصِيرُ. And that's a very evil abode. Now this is a section, it finishes, and next section starts with an entirely different topic. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dealing subject after subject. He is revealing, educating us, teaching us adab as the most benevolent teacher. And the Holy Muhammad, the one through whom all that noor and guidance is flowing to us. He is teaching us adab. And that shows how much he has love for us. How much he loves mu'mineen and mu'minat. Just see what he is going to say. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. لِيَسْتَأْذِنْكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ لَمْ يَبْلُغُوا حُلْمًا مِنْكُمْ ثَلَاثَ مَرَّةٍ. Salasa mara, 3 times. You understand? O mu'mineen. Those days they had bonded labor, the servants. Those bonded servants, which they, had got from the war or jihad, and those working in the homes, and those youngsters who have not reached, the level of mature intelligence, they should seek permission 3 times, for entering your chambers. That is min qabli Salat al-Fajr, before Salat al-Fajr. If anyone amongst them want to enter your room before Fajr, they must seek permission. See, Allah is teaching you. Allah is teaching you adab. وَحِينَ تَصْنَعُونَ سَيَّابَكُمْ مِنَ الزَّهِيرَةِ وَمِنْ بَعْدِ صَلَاةِ الْعِشَاءِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, how can you, there's no way we can really visualize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Save the most benevolent, most intimate. Allah is so intimately involved with us that husband and wife are not. Mother and daughter, father and son are not that so intimately know each other as Allah knows. Can you imagine? This is what he is telling you. He says, next time it is what he said, when you have taken off your clothes in the afternoon, when you take off some of your clothes in the afternoon, when you're lying down, you are doing rest, at that time, those youngsters and your bonded servants should seek permission to enter your room. And after Isha, why? Salasu awratil lakum. These are 3 times when you take off your clothes. You understand? Allah knows. You may not know. لَيْسَ إِلَيْكُمْ وَلَا عَلَيْهِمْ جُنَاحٌ بَعْدَهُنَّ. Therefore, there is no harm on this issue other than these times, right? Being nearby, they can come in and out. There is no need for your domestic bonded servants and youngsters, they can come in and out any time. Save these 3 times, right? Save these 3 times. بعدهن توافون عليكم بعدكم على بعد. फिर आही कर. Subhanallah. He says these people, of course, they come in and out and meet each other coming out. I mean, how much intimately he knows about our way of life. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. And then he says, كَذَلِكَ يُبَيِّنُ اللَّهُ لَكُمُ الْآيَاتِ وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ حَكِيمٌ. And this كَذَلِكَ, understand? كَذَلِكَ, ذَلِكَ يُبَيِّنُ اللَّهُ, bayyan. He explains, opens, makes manifest, clear, clarifies, the situation, the issues for you. Wallahu alimun hakim, wallahu alimun. Allah is alim and hakim. English says wise, there's no word as for hakim, there's no word for alim. Noor, what's the noor? Alim. وَإِذَا بَلَغَ الْأَطْفَالُ مِنْكُمُ الْحُلْمَ فَلْيَسْتَأْذِنُوا كَمَا اسْتَأْذَنَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. كَمَا استأذن الذين من قبلهم. Isn't is permission. كَمَا استأذن الذين من قبلهم. So when you join it sounds different, but otherwise it isn't. إذا بلغ الأطفال منكم الحلم فلا يستأذنوا. Then the boys become adult. You understand? Those serving boys become adult. Then they will have to seek permission. The way it had been the custom before. من قبلهم. كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته. Again Allah said. Again Allah said, كذلك. I have mentioned before, right? Again Allah said, كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته والله عليم حكيم. Again he says, this how Allah explains, makes manifest, his guidance, his ayat for you. Wallahu alim hakim. Indeed, Allah is alim and hakim. Now, subject change a little bit about the old ladies. Old ladies who become old. والقواعد من النساء اللاتي لا يرجون نكاحا فليس عليهن جناح أن يدعن ثيابهن غير متبرجات بزينة. Those old women, ladies, actually those stay at home, they're not old and they stay at home. And those don't need nor they to do nikah. I mean, for them there is no need for nikah because they've become so old. فَلَيْسَ عَلَيْهِنَّ جُنَاحٌ. Then there is no harm upon them, no sin upon them. أَن يَدْعْنَا, they take off سِيَابُهُنَّ, their chadars, غَيْرَ مُتَبَرِّجَاتٍ بِزِينَةٍ. But not that they go again out and showing up their, makeup or their jewelry or zina. Zina, zina. وَيَسْتَعْفِفِنَّ خَيْرُ اللَّهُنَّ. And if they don't do it, if they avoid this, it is best for them. وَاللَّهُ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. And Allah knows and hears everything. Allah SWT says for those old ladies who are staying at home most of the time, no harm if they take off the chadar, understand? And go about, outside. But not that they start showing off their zina, you know, I mean the beauty or charm, right? But it's best for them if they stay at home and keep them covered, understand? Whereas Allah says, ليس على الأعمى حرج ولا على الأعرج حرج ولا على المريض حرج ولا على أنفسكم أن تأكلوا من بيوت. Burden upon the blind, that he is not put under burden, nor the lame, nor the sick. There is no burden for doing jihad or making salat in jamaat, you know, or other things. They are immune from that. The blind, the lame, and the people suffering from diseases. And also Allah says, وَلَا هَرْجَوْا وَلَا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَن تَأْكُلُوا مِن بِيُوتِكُمْ. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا, that you, there is no harm if you eat from your own home, or from the beauty abaikum, or from the home of your father, or beauty umahatikum, or from your mother's house. If your son is adult, there is no harm for him to go to father's house, eat from there, or from mother's house, eat from there, or beauty ikhwanikum, or from his brother's house. If you go and eat, you know, you follow me? There is no harm. Allah is establishing the social setup. Listen, He is establishing the mu'mineen and mu'minat visit each other, eat from each other's houses, you know. Or, understand, you know that, or beauty ikhwatikum, their sisters, from their own sister, or beauty amamikum, uncle, or beauty ammatikum, and father, sister, right? What do you call? Aunt? Or from the homes of their aunt. Or beauty akhwalikum, or from the homes of their brothers of mother. Whom what do you call? Uncle, mother's side, maternal uncle. Or beauty khalatikum, or from the home of their sister, of their father. You know, paternal sister, right? Or aunt, right? Awma malakatum mafatihu aw sadiqikum, or the houses which you have keys, or the own houses, certain houses, you know, or aw sadiqikum, sadiq, friend, right? Sadiqikum, or from your friends, you can go and eat. It is in a direct invitation to the mu'min, mu'minat to visit their relatives, near and dear one, exchange visit, go and eat, and establish an Islamic social order. لَيْسَ عَلَيْكُمْ جُنَاحٌ أَن تَأْكُلُوا جَمِيعًا أَوْ أَشْتَاتًا. There is no harm if you eat together or separately. فَإِذَا دَخْلَتُمْ بُيُوتًا فَسَلِّمُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ تَحِيَّةٌ مِّنْ عِندِ اللَّهِ مُبَارَكَةً طَيِّبَةً. Subhanallah. Allah is teaching you adab. Can you imagine? Allah is teaching you adab. And then, when you go to your own home, say Assalamu alaikum upon your own people. Meaning thereby, whosoever is entering one's own home, father, mother, but whosoever entering the home, first it is his duty to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Tahiyyatun min indillah. It is a noble dua. Tahiyyatun min indillah. Min indillah. Actually, it's a barakah. It's a dua. It's a mercy from Allah. By you convey to them, pass on to them by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. What is this? Tahiyyatun min indillahi mubarakatan tayyaba. This is a dua from Allah, full of barakah, full of purity. And for those, the meaning by when you enter your home and say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Allah's barakah and rahmah and mercy fill the house. كذلك يبين الله لكم الآيات لعلكم تعقلون. Aql, intelligence, understand? تعقلون. Again, كذلك, right? This is how Allah makes manifest, makes plain, explain for you His discourses, His arguments, His statements, so that you may understand. So that you may understand. إنما المؤمنون الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله وإذا كانوا معه على أمر جامع لم يذهبوا حتى يستأذنوه إن الذين يستأذنوك أولئك الذين يؤمنون بالله ورسوله فإذا استأذنوك لبعد شأنهم فَذَنَّ لِمَنْ شِئْتَ مِنْهُمْ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لَهُمُ اللَّهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Another conduct is being taught to us. Those who believe, those mu'mineen, innamal mu'minuna, and those believers who believed in Allah and His Messenger, and when وَإِذَا كَانُوا مَعَهُ إِذَا كَانُوا مَعَهُ who? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When they are with him, ala amrin, ala upon some business, some ala amrin, or because of some situation, because of some situation, jamil lam yadhabu hatta yastazinuhu. They do not leave without his leave. If they are, the mu'mineen are sitting with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with him for some, situation, for some thing, they don't leave him until he gives them permission to leave. Allah is teaching them adab, how to give respect and honor to His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. See how much Allah loves and have respect for His own Messenger. He is teaching the people instead of Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam telling them. Allah is telling them, look here, He is my beloved Messenger, my noor, my solidified noor, my light, my noor, and don't leave Him without permission. But this also goes further on. When you're sitting with your teachers, you come for some, purpose, then wait for them to give you leave to go. If you are with your Sheikh, don't just leave. Wait for him to tell you to go. This is from Holy Quran. Even when you are with your father, your Naik and Saleh, Moment father, and you go on to him discussing something, then you wait. Can he tell you go, then go. Just don't barge in, without saying Assalamu alaikum, and then go out. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us proper adab. First adab is that you should seek permission, right? If you are going to visit some elder, your teacher, your sheikh, and you wish, you must seek the permission and then come and sit down. And then do not leave without permission. And Allah SWT says, when they seek permission from you, Rasulullah, for some issue, for something, then do give them permission. Whomsoever you like. And seek forgiveness for them from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Indeed, Allah is Ghafoor Rahim. Allah is most merciful, Ghafoor Rahim. Use this word, understand the meaning, all of you. You and other people, you know. Next is very important, more important than anything. You notice in the Holy Quran, nowhere Allah has, subhanahu wa ta'ala has addressed Rasulullah as O Muhammad. Ya Musa, Ya Isa, right? Ya Nuh, Ya Ibrahim, Ya Adam. Askunanta wa zawjaka wa jannat. Nowhere Allah says Ya Muhammad, O Muhammad. Nowhere, except Muhammad is Allah's messenger. Huh? Because Rasulullah is a very unique and special being. Solidified noor of Allah. He should not be treated like any other human beings. In the Gospel of Barnabas mentioned that Allah created Noor of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam long time before the creation and kept his Noor in a beautiful place before him. And he said, Ya Muhammad, the word is Ya Muhammad. You know, if I had not created you, I would not create anything. Allah created everything for the sake of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not like anyone, other human beings. He is Noor Mujassam. Other people are not. He is not bashar like other people. It is only his humbleness. He would say, I'm like you. When Jibreel as-Salam came, he gave the impression that he was bashar like everybody else. In Hadith of Jibreel, you know, it is from, somebody comes, it is narrated by Umar bin Khattab and other people. They say when they were sitting and we saw one person coming, he was wearing very shining white dress, clothes, black, well, dressed to comb clothes, a hair, and he came and sat before Rasulullah and asked Rasulullah, he joined his knee with him, he said, Ya Rasulullah, what is Islam? It is a long hadith, right? But he came as a bashar. As a bashar among these people, but he was not bashar. Allah sent Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he looked like all of us, but he is not bashar. The way Jibreel is not bashar. In reality, Jibreel, the real being is that his feet goes all the way lower than seventh world and head all above seventh heaven. His one being goes far beyond the farthermost horizon. And yet he comes as a bashar. Same as Rasulullah was sent as a bashar so that people accept him like that he is one of them. Otherwise, his haiba would have just burst their liver, as they say. So don't you ever think, don't fall the victim of the Wahhabis propaganda. They're enemy of Sunnah Rasulullah, an enemy of Ahlul Bayt. The same Kharjites, Allah says, La taj'alu du'a ar-rasuli bainakum ka du'a'i ba'dakum ba'da. O Mu'mini, don't address or call Rasul sallallahu the way you address each other. قَدْ جَعْلَمُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَسْأَلُونَ منكم لوازن فليحذر الذين يخالفون عن أمره أن تصيبهم فتنة أو يصيبهم عذاب أليم. Again I repeat, don't call him like you call each other. But Wahhabi teach you, in order to receive $1,000 one from your madrasa or from your masjid so and so, you have to name your children Muhammad. Or anybody, they say anybody you do not know, say, oh Muhammad. This is what they do. Anybody you do not say, oh Muhammad. And that man will turn back and say, fine. You name your children Muhammad Khalid, Muhammad Javed, you won't call him Khalid, call him Muhammad. Allah forbid that. Allah did not say, Ya Muhammad, in the Holy Quran. He said, Ya Rasulullah, Ya Yasin, Ya Taha, Ya Muzammal, Ya Mudassar, Ayyuha al-Muzammal. So he says, don't do that. قد indeed يعلم الله الذين يتسللون منكم لوازن. Allah knows very well those people who slip away while sitting in a majlis of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah knows very well those munafiqun, those weak Muslims who simply slip out. You understand? When other people who take permission to leave, they also find themselves, look this way, they also slip out. Allah says, I know you very well. All you who do this, I know what you do. فَلْيَحْذَرْ لِلَّذِينَ Hazar means fear. فَلْيَحْذَرْ الذين يخالفون عن أمره. And people do. So those people, those who do contrary to commands of Allah, they must fear, because some mischief, not mischief, some fitna, some trouble, some destruction, yusibuhum azabun alim, and azabun alim, Allah's painful wrath might not fall upon them. This is the punishment for those people. What is fitna and azab? Fitna is they might be put into very severe test and trial, and things start falling upon them one after another without an end. Or Allah's torment, painful torment, overtakes them. For what? Number one, for showing disrespect to Rasulullah. First is, when they come, they should seek permission to enter. Number two, when they wish to leave, they should wait till he tells them to go, or they should seek his permission to leave, right? Number three, do not call or address him like you call or address each other. Number four, don't slip out of his majlis. No, sneak out. Understand what you call sneak out? Sneak out, I'm sorry. Sneak out. Because somebody is leaving, you also leave. Don't do that, because those who do it, Allah says against his commands, and they should fear that they might not be hit by fitna. Or how painful, rare. Don't call him. Don't call people whom you don't know. Muhammad, Muhammad, Muhammad. Don't call your children whose name is something different. Muhammad. Blessed is the name of Muhammad. Allah kept it secret till Holy Muhammad's Noor appeared. Nobody will ever name him. Up in Lahud La Makan, he is known as Ahmed. Beyond that, he is known something else. But when he comes here, he is Muhammad, the praised, the glorified, the percolated, the praised one of the Bible, of the Torah, of the Gospel, for whom Allah did everything. The cursed are those, according to this, cursed are those who show disrespect to Rasul Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, disrespect to his family members, Ahlul Bayt, those who showed disrespect and made a scandal against Sayyida Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha. Allah, the scholars, ulama say that any false allegation, oppression, insult to any family member of Rasulullah, that renders a person non-Muslim. If he insists on that, is unforgivable crime or sin. Allah, inna lillahi ma fis samawati wal ard. Allah, know it. Know it. Be warned. Whatever is in heaven and earth belongs to Allah. قَدْ يَعْلَمُ مَا أَنْتُمْ عَلَيْهِ. Remember this word. قَدْ يَعْلَمُ مَا أَنْتُمْ عَلَيْهِ. He knows in which situation you are. Now, He knows, all of you here, what we are doing, what is in our heart, in what situation we are. And also it is a reference to those people as well, but it's for all the time. وَيَوْمَ يُرْجِعُونَ إِلَيْهِ فَيُنَبِّئُهُمْ بِمَا عَمِلُوا وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. وَيَوْمَ, the day, they will be turned towards him, and he shall فَيُنَبِّئُهُمْ, and he shall tell you, inform you, بِمَا عَمِلُوا, what they did. وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. Indeed, Allah is aware of everything. Nothing is hidden from him. Nothing is hidden from him. Even no particle, like atom, moves without his knowledge and permission. No leaf drops from the tree without his permission and knowledge. No seed drops in the field and grows without his knowledge and permission. Everything is in the preserved table, law of food, totally programmed from the day he brought forth you from the loins of Adam alayhi salam, called the day of Mishak, the day of the covenant, when he addressed you, Alastu bi Rabbikum, am I not your Rabb? And all of you said, Qalu, Bala, you are our Rabb. From that day, you were sent for test and trial, and everything programmed. But he has given you will, freedom as well, and showed you right from wrong, and given you power to select the right path and the wrong path. Everything is explained with every possible, means, so there's no excuse is there for you to say that I do not know what is the right, what is wrong. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. That we have been able to understand his message very clearly. But still a lot has yet to be further, understood. Thoroughly. Surah An-Nur. First of all, I believe that I might have slipped of tongue. It was sent down in Medina when the Islamic State was formed. And if you find any mention of Mecca, it should delete it. I just fear that we might have Surah An-Nur was revealed, was sent down in Medina to Madinah. Each one of you will select a topic. The ladies of the International Quranic Open University is a senior group of senior, and who are almost finished their spoken Arabic course of studies, make it responsible for you to carry the message, the light of al-noor, which I told you yesterday. And that is, this surah is compulsory for every Muslim man. So it said, teach this to your wives and females of the house. You have to go and teach and propagate this. But further we have to hold a seminar on this. There are topics. First topic is section, and topics are, I would like you to introduce our ladies, that's enough you have shown me. About the adulterers and adulterers, their punishment, right? One of you will take this, the Islamic punishment for adultery. And that will go on till number 5. Then we have this, next is what happened. وَالَّذِينَ يَرْمُونَ أَزْوَاجَهُمْ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُمْ شُهَدَاءَ. Those people who bring allegations against their wives and they have no witnesses. So that is, the word for that I told you. What is the method, when one is confronted with this. Next is when the next section, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ جَاءُوا بِالْإِفْكِ, the if, the false allegation of Sayyidah al-Mu'mineen, Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu ta'ala. What was the background of the incident of if? One of you will take the topic and speak and elaborate it. From this, you derive one conclusion. Whosoever brings all allegation against any member of Ahlul Bayt, particularly, wives of Rasulullah, that person is kafir. Allah says, therefore, the Shiites bring false allegations against Sayyidah Aisha. According to this, they are not Muslims. And there are many Shias who do not. Say all those who bring false allegations against Sayyidah Aisha, they are not Muslims. The next topic is what Allah demands from the Mu'mineen. Why did you have this? Why did you believe in hearsay? Why did you say, Masha Lillah, or Hada Butan Nazim? Why did you say that? Make a paper, your own work, your own search of that. Next is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala condemns those people, those munafiqun, who were engaging forcefully their female slaves into prostitution. How Islam come as the redeemer of the oppressed woman, being they non-Muslims, because those non-Muslim women were also being used by, it is condemning that act of the, Abdullah bin Abi, that is munafiq, Next topic you have to do. Don't follow what are the khutwat al-shayateen? The way of shaitan. What is that? He invites you to doing wrong and forbid goodness, which is opposite of Amr bil Ma'ruf Nahy anil Munkar. And then those people who bring allegations, false allegations against chaste, free women, what is the punishment? What is the method for them to prove their allegations? That is one topic you will choose. Then adab, proper adab of entering home. Then proper adab for the ladies, how they should go about, how they should cover themselves, what are the limits, that they should lower their gaze and hide their points of zina and not show off the jewelry and the beauty. That you have to. And where all they can go, to the houses of their husbands, the fathers, all that should be mentioned. Then Allah nur samawati wal ard. Allah is nur of the heaven and earth. His nur is like a lamp in the niche, which has a glass, which is, there's a flame, like a shining star, which is being illuminated by the oil from the blessed tree, which is zaytun, olive, neither from the east nor from the west. And its oil is illuminated, light up. Though there is no fire, it has not given fire. And what is the simile, parable? Right on there. Similarly, you have yourself. There is one parable, next parable, Allah gives. Same person has to do that. Of those people who have think, who are rejected, and they think they will succeed, and that thinking, that their false vision is like, don't use the word marriage, understand? They see in this world a false vision, fulfillment of the desire, that with the effort, with the knowledge, with the power, everything, they see their destination very close at hand. But when they go there, they find nothing. What they find? Allah grabs them there and gives them in full return of all the evils and they send to Jahannam. Right? Speak on that topic, you and all others who are listening, who are in the class of the university. This won't end here. And then Allah gives another example of the rejecter, the materialist, the kafir, like the person who has fallen into sea at the darkest night, wave after wave. Understand? This is one topic. Other is أَلَمْ تَرَى أَنَّ اللَّهَ يُسَبِّحُ لَهُ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالطَّيْرُ صَافَاتٍ. Don't you see whatever is in heaven and earth remembers him, does it as a zikr? كُلُّ قَدْ عَلِمَ صَلَاتَهُ وَتَسْبِيهُ. And each one knows their salat, word is salat, and their tasbih. Two things. Speak on that. Then it goes on how Allah brings the clouds together and then the mountains of hail appear and He makes them fall wherever He desires. And send lightning with blinding the eyes. They are signs for those who have eyes. And Allah has created everything from water. Like this is hint of it. Understand? Then Allah mentions those people who apparently say that we believe in Allah and Rasul, but they turn back. Who are these people? They are the ones who have marad, the disease in the heart. So this is all that's going on up to the ayah number 54. This is the mention of the munafiqeen and some those who believe. Then Allah Ta'ala has a promise. Promise of Allah. Ayah 55, start from Ayah 55. وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَامِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَيَسْتَخْلِفَنَّهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كَمَا اسْتَخْلَفَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. I have mentioned it. You keep on. Then next starts from the section 7. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. O believers, O mu'mineen. Those who are your bonded servants or boys or servants who are not intelligent, they should seek permission. And 3 times, right? You should speak of that. And then who all you can visit for eating. You can go to the house of your father, your mother, your aunts, all that you must mention. This goes on till section 8. Then Allah says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَإِذَا كَانُوا مَعَهُ عَلَىٰ أَمْرٍ جَامِعٍ لَمْ يَذْهَبُوا حَتَّى يَسْتَأْذِنُوهُ. Those believers, mu'mineen, and they believed in Allah and His Messenger, when they are with Him, with Rasulullah, they do not leave until they seek His permission. So, proper adab of majlis, in Islam, starting from Rasulullah. And then, next is from 62 onward, one person speaks how Allah honors and forbids people to address Holy Messenger like other people. This you must select the topic. Anything else other than that, you please be ready. We will record this at the end of this lecture on Surah An-Nur. Each one will get about 5 to 7 minutes. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. يا الله يا رحيم يا حي يا قيوم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. We thank you for all your mercy. It is so beautifully you opened. Ya Allah ya Zal al-Ikram, the hikmah, the ilm, the proper conduct, the guidance, the noor. And we have Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his exalted, honorable position before us, the humble servants. Ya Allah, you would have been struggling in the darkness if you had not sent down your noor. We cannot thank you for all your favors, for all your ni'mat, because those cannot be counted. We acknowledge our incompetency to thank you. We are sinners. Forgive us our sins for the past. Ya Rabbi Zal Jalal wal Ikram, we are your talib and they are your talibah. They are your born men, we are your born men and born women. The slaves. Ya Allah, let not your enemies debase and dishonor us, and we have edge over us. Give us dominance on Islam. Destroy the kuffar, satanic world order. Destroy them wherever they are. the committing oppression, every imaginable crime upon the innocent men, women, Muslim children, the genocide, the gang rape. Ya Allah, destroy them. The time has come to fulfill your wa'da. وَإِنَّكَ لَا تُخْلِفُ الْمِعَادِ. You never go back to your words. That is, that you shall give dominance to Islam above all religions. The Kafir may detest it. Ya Allah, give us indivisible physical health and strength and determination and steadfastness so that we may spread and know ilm and irfan and bless our heart with your noor and noor of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and your love and love of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and bless our homes and hearts and make our companions coolness our eyes and our children salih and salihat, and help us in our way and to spread Islam. Protect our homes and the lands which were raised in your name. Protect them from the conspiracies, onslaught of shaitan and their agents and their conspiracies. Destroy them, Ya Allah, and make Holy Quran our biggest defense. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم عليه. Adultery is a plague on society. Like a cancer, if left unchecked, it destroys everything in its path. Zina, the act of fornication or adultery, is one of the most hated crimes in the eyes of Allah Ta'ala. For this crime, Allah has commanded that the zina and the zimmi score each one of them with 100 stripes, and in the execution of Allah's order, that no mercy, tenderness for them seize you if you believe in Allah in the last day. And let a party of Muslims see their punishment. The effects of adultery are not only felt by the two people involved, but by the entire society as well. Families are destroyed, and peace of mind and heart are permanently disrupted. Women, who are the backbone of communities, have a doubly shameful crime, play a doubly shameful part in this crime. As mothers, women educate and mold generations. They can lead their children and their villages to a path full of righteousness or a path of destruction. What hope can a generation have of being successful if their only example is scandal and immorality? There is no place for adultery in an Islamic society. It is a filthy, degrading act that is 100% unacceptable. All forgiving, most merciful, Allah Ta'ala allows the adulterer to achieve forgiveness. However, the adulterer is like a piece of white cloth stained by a dark liquid. No matter how hard it is scrubbed, the blot always remains. No matter how righteous the adulterer becomes after his crime, he is always immune for that crime. One of the most unfortunate results of zina is the stigma associated with the child of an illegal union. If this child is a male, he will never be able to call the azan, nor will he ever be able to lead salah. What parent wants their child to be friends and illegitimate? Who would want a person like this in their family through marriage? In these last days, sin of every description run rampant. Vice is the norm, while virtue is a rarity. We have come so desensitized to immoral actions that things such as adultery are condoned, and in some cases even congratulated. Adultery is a disease, and the only cure for it is submission. Obedience to Allah Ta'ala's commandments and punishing the guilty in the prescribed manner is the only way to replant fear and respect for the Sharia in the hearts of the forgetful. Only when good is enjoined and evil is forbidden will this cancer be wiped from the minds and hearts of the people. Only then will the transmission of this disease be permanently stopped.
In ayat 6 through 10 of Surah An-Nur from Holy Quran, Allah describes a man bringing allegations of adultery against his wife. This is an extremely important subject, so much so that Allah has addressed the situation in full detail. If a man accuses his wife of a heinous crime, adultery, certain things and acts need to be addressed. In this case, 4 witnesses should be produced by him. If he cannot, then li'an must be done, which is a sworn allegation of adultery committed by their husband or wife. The man must testify 4 times that by Allah he is indeed truthful, and the 5th time that the curse of Allah be on him if he is of the liars. If he refuses to do this, then he should be imprisoned until he accepts that he is a liar and receives 80 stripes, his punishment for this crime. The woman too must testify 4 times, by Allah the man is of the liars, and on the 5th time that the wrath of Allah should come upon her if he is truthful. This is perfect justice and shows the divine mercy, grace, and wisdom of Allah Ta'ala. Today in the United States, people are being accused of crimes such as this all of the time. Even in the Ummah of Rasulullah ﷺ today, Muslims are being accused of adultery and lesser crimes. For a lady to be accused of committing adultery is devastating to her honor and her family's honor. This accusation could turn the hearts of the Muslims against her. To accuse someone of adultery is worse than murder, not only because with death your honor is still intact, but to live with disgrace for the rest of your life is torture. If we reflect on the seriousness of this crime, we can see how to act upon the injunctions Allah has laid down in His Holy Quran for us. If man's allegations against his wife be false, it can cause divorce or marriage full of distrust and ill feeling, and we all know that divorce shakes Allah's throne. This allegation of adultery without the 4 obligatory witnesses is like letting shaitan loose in your house to wreak havoc. Muslims need to realize that even the smallest hint that one may have committed adultery without proof of its event is a lie and warrants the ultimate displeasure of Allah Ta'ala and the punishment of 80 lashes. If we put ourselves in a situation and wonder at how you would feel if you were accused of a crime against society which its punishment is death, what would you do? Only then can you imagine the degree of false accusations or insinuations and the damage it can cause on a human soul.
Those who have brought slander amongst you. Consider it not evil for you, rather it is good for you. Upon every man of them is as much sin as he has earned. And for him who has borne the greatest of the loads, among him is a mighty chastisement. And when you heard it, why did not the believing men and the believing women not think the best of their own people and say, this is a manifest lie? Why did they not bring 4 witnesses against it? For when they did not bring the witnesses, then those people are indeed liars in the sight of Allah. These verses relate to an important incident in which the hypocrites played a game and levied unfounded blame against the pious wife of the Holy Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clarified those unadulterated lies and false charges against Hajjah Aisha radiallahu anha and declared the sanctity of the family of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The big slander refers to those false allegations levied against Hajjah Aisha radiallahu anha. The gist of the incident is as follows. In the 5th of the Hijrah, in a battle of Bani Mustaf took place in which Hajjah Aisha radiallahu anha accompanied Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On returning to Medina, the caravan stopped for rest. Before dawn, in a very secluded place, Hajjah Aisha radiallahu anha lost her necklace. Due to the search for it, there was a delay in her return to the caravan. She was a petite woman of 80 or 90 pounds. She was very light in weight, and no one realized that she was not seated in a howdah once it was lifted. Unaware of her predicament and not realizing that she was not with them, the caravan set off. When she returned, Hajjah Aisha radiallahu anha found that the caravan departed. Therefore, she stayed in that spot and fell asleep. Hajjah Safwan radiallahu anha was kept behind as instructed by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam to ensure that nothing was left by the caravan. When he arrived, he found Hajjah Aisha radiallahu anha and immediately cried, "Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un," as he thought she was dead. Hearing this, she awakened. Hajjah Safwan radiallahu anha made his camel sit down for her so she can ride on it. Then holding his rein, he walked in front of the camel until they reached the caravan. On seeing this, those evil-minded hypocrites began to wag their tongues with accusations. Even some Muslims became part of this deception. How dare these fools wage such heinous and false accusations against the family of our beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Did they not think that their actions will be judged accordingly? Truth knocks the brains out of falsehood and stands clear from error. They should have put the best construction on the situation, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Why is it when you heard it, did not the believing men and the believing women think the best of their own people and say, this is a manifest lie? Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha was unaware of the slander taking place. She fell ill and went to the home of her parents. During her illness, she came to know of these allegations against her, which only aggravated her sickness. She cried so much that she could not sleep. She was consoled by those close to her. Nevertheless, this did not stop the pain or the accusations. There were people who falsified the incident and those who instigated and made mockery of it, but the majority of the people remained silent, including Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha and her family. Breaking her silence, she declared that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew that she was absolutely innocent of all charges against her. At that very moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent holy Quranic ayahs to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, defending her and vindicating Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala testified to her chastity, her purity, with the preceding verses. Had it not been for the grace and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon them, they all would have been plunged into a mighty punishment. A Muslim should never have bad thoughts about another Muslim. He must not allow such ideas to enter into the heart. Disregard hearsay at any and all costs, because generally falseness is suspicion and in most cases is a sin. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم المسلم من سلم المسلمون من لسانه ويده. A Muslim is one who is safe from the hands and tongue of another Muslim. We must recognize and appreciate the honor and rights of the wives of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Such an occasion must never be forgotten. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised the status of women by addressing this issue and directly defending Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha's innocence in the Holy Quran. This shows the importance of women's modesty and chastity.
O believers, follow not the steps of Satan, and whosoever follows the steps of Satan, so assuredly he shall bed to indecency and evil things. And for Allah's grace upon you and His mercy, no one of you would have been purified ever, but Allah purified whom He wills. Allah is all hearing, all knowing. Surah An-Nur, ayah 21. Allah is warning, beware of the treacheries of Satan. A warning to the Muslims that they should not follow the steps of the man Satans and the jinn Satans. The mission of those cursed fellows is nothing but to push man to indecency and evil. Just behold how Satan raised an enormous scandal with a little insinuation, and how some of the Muslims followed in his footsteps in the slander of Ahli Bayt. Shaitan would have corrupted all, but would have not let them go to the right. It is but of the grace of Allah and His mercy that He protects His sincere servants. And to some of them He gives the divine inspiration of repentance, and then He raises them. He hears the repentance of all, and is so fully aware of the conditions of their hearts. Allah sent His beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the light of this universe. For Allah said if it was not for His beloved creation, nothing would have been created. He left the Holy Quran, a complete guidance for all mankind to the last day, the cup of union with your Creator. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O believers, a warning for you who believe in Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, His holy book, the Holy Quran, the last day. Do not become a stepping stone for Shaitan. Do not open the door for Shaitan. Once you open the door for Shaitan, he gets in and he wreaks havoc. Shaitan is man's worst enemy. Did he not make our blessed mother and father, Hazrat Adam and Hazrat Hawa, radiallahu anhum, leave Jannah? Shaitan said, Wallah billah, I swear by Allah, in order to mislead them. Backbiting and slandering, some of the major sins that Allah has spoken of and its ramifications. Allah came to protect the honor of Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha. The hadith, Rasulullah said, in guarding the tongue, he said the limbs of the body, plead with the tongue every day to be silent, for it's the tongue that gets the limbs, the rest of the body into trouble. Shaitan had not only rebelled against his almighty creator when he refused to prostrate to Hazrat Adam radiallahu anhu. He was so impertinent that he said, Qala Rabbi fa'anzirni illa yawmi يُبْعَثُونَ. He said, "O my Lord, if it is so, then grant me respite till the day when they are." So the Almighty gave him leave up to the last day. But he assured the believers that Shaitan shall not have dominance over those who stayed on the right path and follow strict to the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The attributes of Shaitan is that of waywardness, darkness of ignorance, haughtiness, jealousy, anger, suspicion, shirk, etc. The believer's pious deeds, their zikr, their salat, the recitation of Holy Quran, helps direct towards the right path and fight the shaitanic aspirations and un-Islamic practices. The one whom Satan has gotten full possession of, his mind and his heart are so distorted, so much that he does not even remember Allah or understand his glory, the dignity and the transcendent position of Allah. How can he begin to understand that he was once with Allah? Only those whom Allah wants to guide, he has allowed them to remember him and await his reunion. Allah has warned throughout Holy Quran for the believers not to follow Satan. He's an open enemy. Accept and practice Islam wholeheartedly. Do not allow Satan to introduce new things in your deen and thus destroy your faith and your deen. Allah says in Holy Quran, أَكَفَرْتُمْ بَعْدَ إِيمَانِكُمْ. Did you become believers, disbelievers after embracing Iman? Hold fast to your deen, dear brothers and sisters. Do not be misled by Satan. Make Holy Quran your companion. Follow the Sunnah in letter and spirit. Learn Sharia. Allah has promised victory.
Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to say that dress is a gift. It's a gift from Allah, given to all mankind that has not been given to any other creature in creation, not even jinn. And mankind should be thankful to Allah for this gift of dress. When one dresses himself, he is showing gratitude to his Creator for allowing him to guard his modesty. Adorning oneself with garments allows one to conceal the emotion of shame and the act of rudeness which separates man from all other creatures, including. We are commanded to cover ourselves. Now I must say, just looking at today's society, the sons of their husbands to their sons, or the sons of their husbands, or their brothers, or the sons of their brothers, or the sons of their sisters, or the women of their religion, or their handmaids who are the property of their hands, or the servants provided they are not men of desire, or the children who are unaware of women, and put not their feet forcibly on the ground, that hidden adornment may be known, and repent to Allah, O Muslims altogether, happily you may get prosperity.
Yes. Yes, that is true. Wala yadribna bil arjulihinna liyu lama ma yukhayna min zinatihinna.
No.
So you should not strike their foot, their feet, so on that floor to, give the jingling and noise, وَتُوبُوا إِلَى اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. For the onward, seek Allah's forgiveness the onward, O ye mu'mineen, so that you may find.
Assalamu alaikum. These are the corrections for the discourse on Surah An-Nur. The ayah which the mistake is in will be said first. Then the word which the mistake was made in will be corrected. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ayah 1. Suratun. Ayah 2. Jalda. Ayah 6. Arba'u. Ayah 8. Innahu. Ayah 20. وَرَحْمَتُهُ. Ayah 21. وَرَحْمَتُهُ. Ayah 25. يُوَفِّيهِمْ. Same ayah again. كَرِيمٌ. Ayah 27. وَتُسَلِّمُوا Ayah 30. يَغُضُّوا Ayah 31. وَلْيَضْرِبْنَا Same ayah again. وَلَا يُبْدِينَ Same ayah. غَيْرِ أُولٍ Same ayah. وَلَا يَضْرِبْنَ Same ayah again. يُخْفِينَ مِن زِينَتِهِنَّ Same ayah again. أَيُّهَا Ayah 33. أَيْمَانُكُمْ فَكَاتِبُوهُمْ Ayah 34. وَمَوْعِظَةً لِلْمُتَّقِينَ Ayah 37. وَإِقَامِ الصَّلَاةِ Ayah 39. حِسَابًا Ayah 40. يَكَدْ يَرَاهَا Ayah 55. كَمَا اسْتَخْلَفَ Same ayah. وَلَيُبَدِّلَنَّهُمْ Ayah 58. تَضَعُونَ Ayah 59. فَلْيَسْتَأْذِنُوا Ayah 60. أَنْ يَضَعْنَ ثِيَابَهُنَّ Ayah 61. أَخَوَاتِكُمْ Same ayah. أَوْ مَا مَلَكْتُمْ مَفَاتِحَهُ Same ayah. دَخَلْتُمْ Same ayah. تَحِيَّةَ Ayah 62. فَأْذَنْ لِمَنْ Ayah 63. بَعْضِكُمْ Same ayah. لِوَاذَا
ayat for you. Wallahu Alimul Hakim. Indeed, Allah is Alim and Hakim. Now, subject change a little bit about the old ladies. Old ladies who become old. وَالْقَوَاعِدُ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ اللَّاتِي لَا يَرْجُونَ نِكَاحًا فَلَيْسَ عَلَيْهِنَّ جُنَاحٌ أن يدعن ثيابهن غير متبرجات بزينة. Those old women, ladies, actually those stay at home, they're now old and they stay at home. And those don't need nor they to do nikah. I mean, for them there is no need for nikah because they've become so old. فَلَيْسَ عَلَيْهِنَّ جُنَاحٌ Then there is no harm upon them, no sin upon them. أَن يَدْعْنَا They take off سِيَابُهُنَّ their chadars, غَيْرَ mutabarrijatim bizinati. But not that they go again out and showing off their, makeup or their jewelry or zina. Zinat, zina. وَيَسْتَعْفِفِنَّ خَيْرٌ لَهُنَّ. And if they don't do it, if they avoid this, it is best for them. وَاللَّهُ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. And Allah knows and hears everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says for those old ladies who are staying at home most of the time, no harm if they take off the chadars, understand? And go about, outside. But not that they start showing off their zina, the beauty or charm, right? But it's best for them if they stay at home and keep them covered, understand? Whereas Allah says, لَيْسَ عَلَى الْعَمَى هَرْجٌ وَلَا عَلَى الْأَعْرِجِ هَرْجٌ وَلَا عَلَى الْمَرِيدِ هَرْجٌ وَلَا عَلَى أَنفُسِكُمْ أَن تَأْكُلُوا مِنْ بُيُوتِكُمْ. Burden upon the blind, that he is not put under burden, nor the lame, nor the sick. There is no burden for doing jihad or making salat in jamaat, or other things. They are immune from that. The blind, the lame, and the people suffering from diseases. And also Allah says, وَلَا هَرْجَوْا وَلَا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَن تَأْكُلُوا مِنْ بُيُوتِكُمْ. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا, that there is no harm if you eat from your own homes, or from the biyuti abaikum, or from the homes of your fathers, or biyuti umahatikum, or from your mother's house. If son is adult, there is no harm for him to go to his father's house, eat from there, or from mother's house, eat from there, or biyuti ikhwanikum, or from his brother's house. If you go and eat, you follow me? There is no harm. Allah is establishing the social setup. Listen, He is establishing the mu'mineen and mu'minat visit each other, eat from each other's houses, Or, mean or, understand? You know that? Or, biyuti ikhwatikum, their sisters, from their own sister. Or biyuti amamikum, uncles. Or biyuti ammatikum, and father, sister, right? What you call? Aunt? Or from the homes of their aunt. Or biyuti akhwalikum, or from the homes of their brothers of mother. Whom what you call? Uncle, mother's side, maternal uncle. Or biyuti khalatikum, or from the home of their sister, of their father. Paternal sister, right? Or aunt, right? Auma malakatum mafatihu aw sadiqikum, or the houses which you have key, or the own houses, certain houses, or aw sadiqikum, sadiq, friend, right? Sadiqikum, or from your friend, you can go and eat. It is in a direct invitation to the mu'min, mu'minat to visit their relatives, near and dear one, exchange visit, go and eat, and establish an Islamic social order. لَيْسَ عَلَيْكُمْ جُنَاحٌ أَن تَأْكُلُوا جَمِيعًا أَوْ أَشْتَاتًا. There is no harm if you eat together or separately. فَإِذَا دَخْلَتُمْ بُيُوتًا فَسَلِّمُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ تَحِيَّةٌ مِّنْ عِندِ اللَّهِ مُبَارَكَةً طَيِّبَةً. Subhanallah. Allah is teaching you adab. Can you imagine? Allah is teaching you adab. And then, when you are about when you go to your own home, say Assalamu alaikum upon your own people. Meaning thereby whosoever is entering one's own home, father, mother, but whosoever entering the home, first it is his duty to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Tahiyyatun min indillah. It is a noble dua. Tahiyyatun min indillah. Min indillah. Actually, it is a barakah. It is a dua. It's a mercy from Allah. But you convey to them, pass on to them by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. What is this? Tahiyyatun min indillahi mubarakatan tayyaba. This is a dua from Allah, full of barakah, full of purity. And for those meaning by when you enter your home and you say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Allah's barakah and rahmah and mercy fill their house. كَذَلِكَ يُبَيِّنُ اللَّهُ لَكُمُ الْآيَاتِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. Aqal, intelligence, understand? تَعْقِلُونَ. Again, كَذَلِكَ, right? This is how Allah makes manifest, makes plain, explain for you His discourses, His arguments, His statements, so that you may understand. So that you may understand. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَإِذَا كَانُوا مَعَهُ عَلَىٰ أَمْرٍ جَامِعٍ لَمْ يَذْهَبُوا حَتَّىٰ يَسْتَأْذِنُوهُ إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَأْذِنُوكَ أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ فَإِذَا اسْتَأْذَنُوكَ لِبَعْضِ شَأْنِهِمْ فَأْذَنْ لِمَنْ شِئْتَ مِنْهُمْ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لَهُمُ اللَّهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Another conduct is being taught to us. Those who believe, those mu'mineen, innamal mu'minuna, and those believers who believed in Allah and His Messenger, and when وَإِذَا كَانُوا مَعَهُ, إِذَا كَانُوا مَعَهُ, who? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When they are with him, ala amrin, ala upon some business, some ala amrin, or because of some situation, because of some situation, jamil lam yazhabu hatta yastazinuhu. They do not leave without his leave. If they are, the mu'mineen are sitting with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with him for some, situation, for some thing, they don't leave him until he gives them permission to leave. Allah is teaching them adab, how to give respect and honor to His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. See how much Allah loves and have respect for His own Messenger. He is teaching the people instead of Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam telling them. Allah is telling them, look here, He is my beloved Messenger, my noor, my solidified noor, my light, my noor, and don't leave him without permission. But this also goes further on. When you're sitting with your teachers, you come for some, purpose, then wait for them to give you leave to go. If you are with your chef, don't just leave. Wait for him to tell you to go. This is from Holy Quran. Even when you are with a father, your Naik and Saleh, moment father, and you go on to him discussing something, then you wait. Can he tell you go, then go. Just don't barge in, without saying Assalamu alaikum, and then go out. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us proper adab. First adab is that you should seek permission, right? If you are going to visit some elder, your teacher, your sheikh, and you wish, you must seek the permission and then come and sit down. And then do not leave without permission. And Allah subhanahu says, when they seek permission from you, Ya Rasulullah, for some issue, for something, then do give them permission. Whomsoever you like. And seek forgiveness for them from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Indeed, Allah is Ghafoor Rahim. Allah is most merciful, Ghafoor Rahim. You use this word, understand the meaning, all of you. You and other people, Next is very important, more important than anything. You notice in the Holy Quran, nowhere Allah has, subhanahu wa ta'ala has addressed Rasulullah as O Muhammad. Ya Musa, Ya Isa, right? Ya Nuh, Ya Ibrahim, Ya Adam, Askin anta wa zawjaka wa jannat. Nowhere Allah says Ya Muhammad, O Muhammad. Nowhere. Except Muhammad is Allah's messenger. Because Rasulullah is a very unique and special being. Solidified noor of Allah. He should not be treated like any other human beings. In the Gospel of Barnabas mentioned that Allah created Noor of Muhammad long time before the creation and kept his Noor in a beautiful place before him. And he said, Ya Muhammad, the word is Ya Muhammad. If I had not created you, I would not create anything. Allah created everything for the sake of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not like anyone, other human beings. He is Noor Mujassam. Other people are not. He is not Bashar like other people. It is only his humbleness. He would say, I'm like you. When Jibreel alayhi salam came, he gave the impression that he was Bashar like everybody else. In Hadith Jibreel, it is from, somebody comes, it is narrated by Umar bin Khattab and other people. They say when they were sitting and we saw one person coming, he was wearing very shining white dress, clothes, black, dressed, combed clothes, hair, and he came and sat before Rasulullah and asked Rasulullah, he joined his knee with his knee, said, Ya Rasulullah, what is Islam? It's a long hadith, right? But he came as a Bashar. As a Bashar among these people. But he was not Bashar. Allah sent Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he looked like all of us, but he is not Bashar. The way Jibreel is not Bashar. In reality, Jibrael's real being is that his feet goes all the way lower than 7th world and head all above 7th heaven. His one wing goes far beyond the farthermost horizon. And yet he comes as a Bashar. Same as Rasulullah, was sent as a bashar so that people accept him like that he is one of them. Otherwise, his haiba would have just burst their liver, as they say. So don't you ever think, don't fall the victim of the Wahhabis propaganda. They're enemy of Sunnah Rasulullah and enemy of Ahlul Bayt. The same Kharjites, Allah says, La taj'alu du'a ar-rasuli bainakum ka du'a'i ba'dakum ba'da. O mu'mini, don't address or call Rasul sallallahu the way you call or address each other. قَدْ يَعْلَمُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَسْأَلُونَ مِنْكُمْ لِوَازٍ فَلَيَحْذَرِ الَّذِينَ يُخَالِفُونَ عَنْ أَمْرِهِ أَنْ تُصِيبَهُمْ فِتْنَةٌ أَوْ يُصِيبَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. Again I repeat, don't call him like you call each other. But Wahhabi teach you, in order to receive $1,000 one from your madrasa or from your masjid so-and-so, you have to name your children Muhammad. Or anybody, they say anybody you do not know. Say, oh Muhammad. This is what they do. Anybody you do not say, oh Muhammad. And that man will turn back and say, fine. You name your children Muhammad Khalid, Muhammad Javed, you won't call him Khalid, call him Muhammad. Allah forbid that. Allah did not say, Ya Muhammad, in the Holy Quran. He said, Ya Rasulullah, Ya Yasin, Ya Taha, Ya Muzammal, Ya Mudassar, Ayyuha al-Muzammal. So he says, don't do that. قَدْ indeed يَعْلَمُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ يَتَسَلَّلُونَ مِنْكُمْ لِوَازٍ. Allah knows very well those people who slip away while sitting in a majlis of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah knows very well those munafiqun, those weak Muslims who simply slip out. You understand? When other people who take permission to leave, they also find the Rasulullah looking this way, they also slip out. Allah says, I know you very well. All you do. All you who do this, I know what you do. فَلْيَحْذَرِ لِلَّذِينَ. Hazar means fear. فَلْيَحْذَرِ الَّذِينَ يُخَالِفُونَ عَنْ أَمْرِهِ. And people do. So those people, those who do contrary to commands of Allah, they must fear, because some mischief, not mischief, some fitna, some trouble, some destruction, yusibuhum azabun alim, and azabun alim, Allah's painful wrath might not fall upon them. This is the punishment for those people. What is fitna and azab? Fitna is they might be put into very severe test and trial, and things start falling upon them one after another without an end. Or Allah's torment, painful torment, overtake them. For what? Number one, for showing disrespect to Rasulullah. First is, when they come, they should seek permission to enter. Number two, when they wish to leave, they should wait till he tells them to go, or they should seek his permission to leave, right? Number 3, do not call or address him like you call or address each other. Number 4, don't slip out of his majlis. No, sleek out. Understand what you call sleek out? Sneak out, I'm sorry. Sneak out. Because somebody is leaving, you also leave. Don't do that, because those who do it, Allah says against His commands, and they should fear that they might not be hit by fitna. Or how painful, rare,